Who said you can't go home? Real Estate Exposed, brought to you by Signature Real Estate. Real Estate Exposed is all about helping homeowners and those who would like to be homeowners and those who would like to get into real estate.
Welcome to Real Estate Exposed, the Signature Real Estate radio show. I'm Brandon Roberts, your co-host, along here with Shelly Panzarella, branch manager of Prosperity Lending.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. And we also have our ghost host, Vandana Bhalla, who happens to be late today.
I'm sure she's listening to us, though, because she knows we start right at 9 o'clock.
Well, good. Then let's have some fun while she's driving in.
Okay.
So when do we usually do this show?
Well, it's so funny you asked that question, because I did text her last night, because, we've had a few shifts in our videotaping, and so kindly I asked, hey, what time does our show start tomorrow? She's like, starting at 9 a.m. I'm like, are you for real or is this for fake? She's like, is this your first time? We always start at 9 a.m. It's 9:01.
9:01, and she's still on the road. Well, it brings me back to years ago when we first launched this show. It was just solely on a radio station that probably nobody really listened to. But either way...
similar to this show.
Yeah, me and the other gentleman, which were the co-hosts at the time, she was the hostess, and we were really introverts. So we had a hard time with the whole show thing, and she would always come running in at the last minute, right after the introduction, and we were just sweating and nervous and everything else. But she'd always pull it out. So this is the latest she's ever been.
Really? So this is what this is going to be our show title, Coming In Hot?
Coming in hot.
Like super hot.
So when she gets here, she'll rush, she'll set up. You actually get to see the mess that happens every time before the show as she's setting up. So you'll be able to see that live. But she'll set up and we'll get to stats at that point. So
Okay, cool.
awesome. So how's the year been treating you so far?
Well, the first 8 days have been actually pretty good. It's actually been pretty busy.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like I put away all my Christmas stuff and ready to roll, thinking just walk into 2021, and it has been on fire. Like Tom Blanchard says, it has been on fire.
The market's on fire.
The market is on fire.
No, it's been crazy. Closings haven't slowed down.
Yeah.
I know the agents are out there working and showing properties. The market's been hot. Tom was telling us earlier that 6 months in a row, we're going into our 7th month of actually record sales. Is that what it was?
Median increases.
Median price range increases.
This is the 7th month that we're still...
What we really should do is not have our ghost
You know what?
guest.
You should come over here and just let's talk. So we're going to bring Tom Blanchard up. He's just out here chilling in the
Although
in the
somebody's
studio.
going to have to spray down the mic when she gets here.
She's not going to make it.
So if you don't know Tom Blanchard was the 2020 LVR Las Vegas Realtors president, right?
Yeah,
and
my
you
husband.
are you're this
You are
year's,
not.
You're 2021's vice president for NVR.
Yeah,
Nevada
for the
Realtors.
state.
Yeah,
for the
awesome.
state association. Yep. That's
So
Wow.
So it was pretty interesting year to be a president, right?
It was exciting. It was strange. It was different. But I don't think anybody could have guessed that we'd go into a pandemic and then go 6 months straight of having increased median price range for home values in Las Vegas. And in December, it ended up level at 340.
Yeah, 340.
Yep, 340,000. And, look, it's great to be in real estate. If you're able to buy or sell, it's time to do it. There's no good time there's no good time to really buy or sell. There's really no bad time to buy or sell. If you need to do it, just do it. Quit trying to find when the market's going to change and all that kind of stuff, because it just doesn't happen. Right? And you try to look for it, and next thing you know, it's already happened by the time you figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I subscribe to the buy and hold.
Yeah.
Just hold on to it.
Yeah.
The only time you lose money really is if you're forced to sell and the market's down.
Yep.
Right? So yeah, I just buy and hold. If you can keep your assets, do it.
I mean, I've been holding mine for 15 years in my home. So,
Yeah.
but I rode that. I mean, we were at the height of the market when we bought, thinking, hey, what do we do? Do we jump out at some point? What does this look like for us? We held on, and we're over what we had purchased, back in the day. So, and we've paid down our balance on our house, right?
Which
so
is
we've
awesome.
Yeah, nice equity.
Yeah, and I would sell only to roll over into another investment.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yep.
to leverage your money. So
And by the way, excuse my, look, I didn't expect to be on video, and I'm trying to do my best Alan Stock impression with my Hawaiian shirt.
Well, we're grateful that you were able to be here for us while our ghost host is still making her way here. She's going to love us after this.
She's going to love us. So
Yes.
What else could you tell us about the market?
Inventory is extremely tight. The builders can't build homes fast enough, and that's basically due to the fact that they learned from our Great Depression, right, the 2008 era, when they all got caught with their pants down, building, and this time they're doing a little bit slower. And I don't know if it's because they are really being smart about it, or because they can't find the labor, they can't find the nails, they can't find the wood. I mean, nails is a big issue, right? I talked to somebody in the housing building industry.
They can't find the nails?
No, right? They could not get the nails from China. The West Coast gets nails from China. The East Coast builds their manufactures their own nails, and they only manufacture enough for the usage on the East Coast. So it was a struggle for builders to actually get nails, hammering nails, to build this stuff. Forget about the wood. I mean, if you can get wood, but if you have no nails, you can't build anything.
Should have been in the nail business.
Well, yeah. Why is it that the East Coast won't help out the West Coast? Why is there always like a East Coast, West Coast, like Beta? Is that? Don't you always feel that way? It's like Summerlin Henderson here in Vegas. There's always that.
I think that's just you, Shelly.
Is this Summerlin?
Snobberlin and Hendertucky.
Yes. Wait, so Tom, I mean, not to date us, but like you were part of the era when we came out of 08, right? And the REO, big time REO agent. So there's all this speculation that we're going to see that market again. What are your thoughts on that?
It's not going to happen. I mean, look, we're going to have to pay a price for what we're doing right now to get through the pandemic. No doubt about it. But it will be nowhere near the levels that we had before, because everybody this time that owns a home that's going into forbearance has equity.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's also why the lenders have been so gracious about doing it, right? Because they're not really losing anything.
Yeah.
But you look back in 2008, everybody was 100% financed, dollar, down.
110% finance.
Yeah, so it was ridiculous. No one had equity, so there was nothing, there's no skin in the game, so they walked away. It'd be hard pressed to see somebody walk away from a home today that has $20,000, $30,000 worth of equity.
That's true, because when you sold, you really couldn't sell like a short. I mean, it was a short sale. It wasn't a traditional sale, only because there was no equity, right? That's the only reason it was termed a short sale, other than foreclosure.
Yeah, short on price, not on time.
Sure, I've never heard of that.
They
before.
took a long time to do them. No,
True. Yes,
we've actually got an agent that's doing one now, and she's been working on it for like 6 months.
Wow.
And they got a counter back from the bank, and she was so excited, but the numbers aren't going to work. And she's like, well, I've been working on this so long. And I said, no, you really haven't. You haven't. 6 months, you're just getting started.
Right.
So, but you got a response from the bank within 6 months. That's good.
Yeah.
So,
What else you want to know?
what else do I want to know? Why get involved with the Realtor Association? Because you're not only a member, you've made it part of your, I don't know, your passion or something to give back and to be part of the association. And I know it's not, there's a huge amount of time constraint on it. And so why do it?
A funny story. Back in 2008, 2010, our association was pushing some laws, AB 284, if you remember that.
That was when we first started the show.
So when that happened and it affected my business, I said, wait a minute, who are these yokels that are making all these decisions for our association? So that's when I got involved.
You wanted to be one of them.
I wanted to be one of the yokels.
What is a yokel? I learned so much here on Real Estate Exposed. There she is, Miss America.
You're late.
Betamax just called her out.
She's got a little bit of time to set up real quick.
Yeah.
So you finish your thought.
All right, so because the association made decisions that directly affected me, I wasn't just going to be one that just bitched. I started getting involved in their association, and now here I am, now a past president of the association. Hopefully I made the right decisions while I was there, and hopefully helped make the right decisions with the board during the time that I have been there. And now look forward to serving as a past president, watching Aldo do his thing, and at the state level as vice president and president in 2023.
That'd be cool.
Wow. Oh, I didn't realize. So you just get stepped into that role, like that's the succession plan?
They just changed that, though.
Yeah, we
didn't
just
they?
changed that. So
Okay.
I was elected as vice president, which automatically goes up to president-elect and then president.
Wow.
Which I think is cool
Congratulations.
because it gets you involved in that plan
Yeah,
earlier.
you know,
And, yeah.
right? I can start planning now because I know I'll be 2023's president. So it's not just thrown
Unless-
on you with
unless
1
we
year.
impeach him.
Yeah.
But you've run for political office, too.
Yes. Couple times.
Is that a sore subject?
Well, it was not. I was not as successful as I would have liked to have been. I came close.
But you learned a lot.
Oh yes, I mean I guess there's something to say if you're going to throw yourself out there and allow everybody to throw whatever they want at you. Because the first time it was not bad. The second time I was in a 3-way primary race, and in the primary it just got nasty.
Did it?
Yeah, I mean they
Yeah.
started attacking your family.
I was gonna say,
and,
you and
and
your
stuff,
family, right?
and yeah. So
Yeah.
it was a little bit. It's a little bit different. It's unfortunate, especially you've seen things going yesterday and the day before. It's a little ridiculous, but actually not even ridiculous. It's a little bit of a embarrassment
Right.
for our country of what we're going through right now.
So would you do it again? Make another
Politics or
attempt.
be.
Politics.
It would have to be. The numbers have to be there. I mean, I know that it's very hard to make up a deficit if you're running in a certain area, and you're the other party that's running at less votes. Not that I don't think I can make it up. I made up a really good number when I first ran, but you just have to have the support, the backing, and I actually have to ask my wife.
Move to another district.
I'm pretty sure your wife would say, hell no.
So you don't
Just
have
kidding,
aspirations
Krista.
of actually doing it, but you're not ruling it out.
I've learned that I never.
Oh, Krista
rule
might be ruling it out.
Never rule anything out.
Awesome.
Yes.
Very good. So
So can I hand it off to the ghost host?
the ghost host, the
And
ghost,
now-
ghost host with the mostest. Yeah, you can.
Any parting words, Tom?
Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
He's already.
Bye, Tom.
Make sure you show up
Tom.
next week at 9 o'clock too, okay? 8:55. Just kidding.
Get over yourselves, all of you, right now.
He's fun in his fluffer.
Shut down.
And look, we're starting off. Vondon is here.
Look at
and
that, Tom.
she's
You couldn't
raising-
get the microphone to do that.
It does it for me every time.
We still
It
can't hear her.
help itself.
She's here, but she's not really
here.
here yet.
I'd say something, but.
Well, don't
All
worry,
right,
that
I'm
was
gonna
last
try
episode
this.
anyway, so.
Yo, 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 what's up?
Welcome.
Welcome,
back.
Vandana Bhalla.
How are you? Shelly, did you get the memo? We start at 9.
Jeez Louise.
Just wanted to make sure, because
Yeah.
you did
Are you
text me
for
yesterday.
real?
Are you for real? Is this
I
your
know.
first time?
Trying to call me out, everything. I was like, she's joking, right? She's going to be there like bright and early. Brandon's like, guess who's late? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm right here.
So, I forgot how to get ready to leave the house.
It's
been
been
a
that
year.
long. Yeah.
It's been a while. So I don't know what it was. I decided I was going to curl my hair. I'm doing my broker video today. And so I was like, I'm going to curl my hair. I'm going to make it look pretty, and I'm going to do my makeup. And it took me a lot longer than I thought it did to get ready and look this pretty.
Well, you look very beautiful
You
today.
do.
Thank you.
So it was
Bright.
worth the time.
Thanks.
Yes.
If you didn't come in looking like you do today, then I would have been really disappointed.
Well, there it
You're
is.
like, what are you doing in your pajamas again?
And by the way, I did not go to Starbucks to get my glass of coffee or my cup of coffee. I did this at home as I was getting ready. So it's kind
save.
of cold.
We were about to
Yeah.
beat you up on that one.
Exactly.
I know that's the best thing, right? When somebody walks in with a cup of coffee from Starbucks and you're like, you had time to go do that. but you-
Right?
yeah.
Well, the line,
But it's
AKA curling iron, was long. I mean,
The curling iron
AKA
did
line.
it. I have a lot more hair than I thought I did. So when you don't wash your hair for 5 days, it thins out. Did you know that? Because it's oily, and so it just starts
Sticking
I know
together.
Shelly knows that.
I'm like, is she asking me in
So
public?
so when you don't wash your hair for a couple of days, it gets like really sticky and it gets smaller. And I was like, I don't have that much hair. It won't take me that long. And when I started, I was like, oh crap, there is a lot more when you wash it. So there's that.
Let's talk about real estate.
I thought there was always more, or you lose more when you wash it. There's always hair that.
Yeah.
Yes and no, but I
depending.
mean, like because of the way that when you dry it, it just thickens. Like looks like it. Okay.
Could be the
That's
product.
why you tune into this show, to get these kinds of
Exactly.
tips.
Yeah, it just feels thicker. I don't know.
Hey, so are you pulling up stats?
I got them.
Okay, so this is going to be an interesting stat session because this is from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So
Super
far.
excited.
Yes.
So
Yes.
far, it's the entire year stats.
The
so
entire
far,
year stats. We're on day 8, and so we will unfortunately not have day 1's stats.
which pretty much I
shouldn't
don't
have
think there
sold.
was much of anything.
No, I mean
Maybe there
close.
was.
Yeah, I
There was.
listed a property.
Did you?
I did. Was it on the first or
From
the
home?
second?
I don't think
From
so.
home, I did. I really did.
I believe you.
Virtual listings,
I feel like
virtual
that was
buyers,
Christmas-
virtual everything.
Yeah. New
Isn't that
Year's
what we're
Eve.
doing now?
We're
Isn't that the
living
isn't
in
that
a
the,
virtual world.
We
I'll
are.
make a song.
We are virtual.
That just
We
comes out.
are virtual. I'm not really that good at saying. So, new listings. New listings, you guys. 640. We have 640 new listings from the last
That's
7
down.
days. That is way down. And by way down, I mean like 300, I
200.
think, usually
Oh.
when we, 200, sure. 300-ish, right?
Yeah,
Approximately. Because we're normally in that 900 to 1,000 range.
All the listing agents were hung over, and so as that wears off, then we'll be
You
back
know,
to normal.
I feel like it slowed down the last 2 weeks. I honestly was grateful for that because I felt like people took a good pause. That was a much needed pause. Our team and I were like, wow, nobody's like calling us. It's not blowing up. And so it was a good thing. Christmas or New Year's Day was crazy, and then it's just not stopped since then. But I'm grateful that people actually took a pause. I'm hoping they took a pause to either holiday shop or be with family or
Take down
their
Christmas.
holiday gear or whatever it may be. But
Yeah.
Well, and you'd probably see it if you looked at the stats every year, and I haven't, but I'd be guessing that the first week or two of January is always going to be down. And the reason being is
Yeah.
that I think a lot of people stopped prospecting, working, and
Right.
that stuff the last 2 weeks of December at least, and so that wears on it.
So the one thing we know about prospecting is that it takes 90 days from today. If you start today, it takes 90 days for anything to come to fruition, right?
To close, to get a check.
Well, yeah, right. So you're looking at if somebody like, all right, it's the new year, I get a new start, it's a new slate, all of that, new. They start on the first or second of the month, and now you're looking at potentially March, which is generally when our market starts picking up.
That's right.
Right? And so it takes that much time. Now, if people started doing that in November, we'd have a better January, February. NAR puts out stats every year that actually talks about when the market changes. Like you can actually feel it and how busy it gets. Did you have a checklist? What did you turn into Chris Bishop?
No, I'm
What
like,
happened here?
What is
checked
going
off-
on next to
I
me?
checked off stats.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we making lists? I thought we just
Apparently.
wing it.
Well, I
No,
knew you were
brand
going to be
new year.
late. I knew you were going to be late.
Oh.
You weren't going to carry the show, so I had to have some content.
Got
Yeah.
it. So then you
Didn't want it to
brought on
gas
Tom.
me.
Well, I always know you have a book of stuff.
Book of stuff. Yes, it's a brand new S1, and we're going to have an agenda,
Okay.
and we're going to be here on
And
time.
we're going to start it with Be Here at 9.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So, well, we're going to talk about that later, right? Because we might change that.
We're going to move the day, I think.
Yeah.
So,
The stats.
what was I saying?
Stats.
Oh, no, NAR puts out this
Oh.
thing every year that says that actually, and I want to say it comes from CoreLogic, right? Where they look at how the numbers change and how soon in the year the market starts to flip from being a little quiet to busier. And
So the
and
different market cycles.
Right. And so every year for the last,
Seasons.
I want to say 5 years-ish or whatever, we have started in May, and then that number, that's come up again, then it came to April, and they were expecting this year to be in March. Last year was March, this year was March, although I think because of the pandemic, we ended up like shifting a little bit end of March to early April. Although I do remember there being a lot more sales at the end of March than I do in April. That could just be me. But anyways, so that was my 2 cents. I don't know if it's real.
We have a question from the audience.
We have a question.
We have a question from the audience. Go ahead,
Okay.
Beta.
Beta's got a microphone. Go
Could
ahead,
you
Beta.
buy a house with Bitcoin from Tyson Roberts?
I don't know.
You know, that,
So let's talk about the rest of the stats. So we're looking at
The answer would be yes, if you could find a seller that was willing to accept it. Because you can
how much Bitcoin do you have?
Don't worry about it. Not enough to matter.
Okay.
Yet, but he's in not as early as most, but he's in pretty early. In fact,
wow.
For Bitcoin?
yeah. I mean,
Bitcoin's been
mean-
around for years.
I know, but
a
it's
long,
continuing
long time.
to grow. When I say
Before he was a baby.
man, if I would have just done that instead of
I don't think so. Before he's a baby?
No.
No,
Oh.
no. But there's
Baby-ish. I mean, he's a baby now.
Tyson's studying it a
True
lot,
that,
so
true
he's going to teach me
Of Bitcoins?
Bitcoins.
Yeah.
I've actually had agents asking me if we could start paying part of the commissions in Bitcoin.
Interesting.
And
Well, people
so-
are afraid their money's not going to sit in the bank anymore. Like the
Yeah.
banks are going to take it. And
Although this is not regulated, though, right? So it's kind of.
I'm not really worried about the
I'm
banks.
not.
I'm worried about everything else in the world
What?
Yeah.
and the value of the dollar.
COVID.
Yes, that I am also. That's why I'm spending all my
Well, you're-
money. I'm not saving it.
You are.
Yes, I'm buying that.
Just 10x it.
Exactly. Giving it 10.
Was this the worst time for me to get a financial planner in my life? is that what you're all telling me right now?
When
No.
Tyson could have just said buy Bitcoin.
Right.
Or Ethereum?
Why
My-
don't you tell me
my
sooner?
assistant? These millennials, man, they're just like bright.
I've been telling everybody, but nobody will listen to me.
I don't remember you
I
telling
listen.
me.
Yeah, I
I
don't
remember
either.
you coming to pick up food
Yeah.
from my house, but never once did you say, "Hey, I'm going to pay you
Same.
for that in Bitcoin."
You just leave it outside the door.
You don't let him in.
You can still text, say, "Hey, thanks for giving me. Here's a point that I need."
yeah,
to
here's
do.
your
left.
Bitcoin.
He left a couple Bitcoins on your front rug.
Did he?
Somebody picked them up.
Are they? They're not legit coins.
No, it's
They're the chocolate tokens.
the
Chocolate token.
that he got in his stocking.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Anyway.
Wait.
Let me finish this really quickly, okay? Sold. In the last 7 days, 656 properties have sold. You know, the funny thing is, though, you have had, in the last 7 days, 492 expired listings.
Who
Me
has?
personally,
No.
I was like,
I'm like, holy
How many
shit,
listings do you
as
have,
a whole?
Brandon?
not that many.
The city has had, Clark County, our MLS has had 492 expired listings. I think that's a pretty significant number. We've never
it?
looked at that before, but let's track it.
So I was actually conversation with Chris. And I think it was even on a pod call that we were doing with the coaching people. He actually talked about being ready to make the expired calls on the first because so many expired out the last day of the year.
Right.
And so there's a massive amount that hit the first of the year every year.
Correct.
I think it's usually more than that, but that's a significant number of expireds.
I think so too. I mean, you're looking at the expireds at 492, sold at 656. That's not a big differential for us, right? But anyways,
So is that like cleaning house, that type of thing, that people put them into expireds the end of the year?
Yeah, well, you usually end things at the end of a month.
Yeah.
And see, when I would take listings, I would never end it on the end of the month. I'd always end it mid or something of the month. So
Why?
anyway, just because that's when the masses of expireds expire.
Ah,
But
so people would be looking for
But
it.
always set reminders so you know when they're coming, so you can have conversations and keep them from expiring. But really, if you're pricing things right in this market, you shouldn't really have too many expireds.
yeah. I mean, at
Unless-
that point, the market's told you, shit's too high. All right.
3.2. Oh, actually, I think it's 10 million. I've heard rumors on the street that there was a $10 million home that sold.
It's 6.5.
It's very possible, but it.
Wasn't last
I
week?
don't think it was in the MLS. I think it was also the week before. I think it
In-house?
finished at the end of the year.
Okay.
Or it could have been
6.5.
in-house. Nope.
3.2.
Why did you say 6.5?
Because he always says 6.5.
Oh.
Is this your first show?
3.75.
Yay! I won. Oh, wait.
You said 2.5.
I said 3.2.
Yes, she does.
I
She
always say
says 3.2.
3.2.
Is that because you
Why-
love the number 32?
Why do we play this game?
I don't know. It's fun.
Because it was fun.
Michael Jordan's number?
No,
Yeah.
it's backwards. But no, we started
This is
3.2
23.
in the very, very beginning, and that was the number I'm going with.
Okay.
One day I'm going to hit that number,
So,
just like the lotto.
Red Rock.
Red
It's a
Rock.
Red Rock
Red
Country Club?
Rock.
In
Wow.
Red Rock. Yep.
So was
Beautiful
that end
home.
of year, or is that like literally in this last few days?
It happened. It closed on the 8th. No,
Today?
6th. 6th.
Oh,
So
cool.
2 days
It
ago.
closed on the 6th, 2 days ago.
In-house job? How long was it on the market?
It was on the market for 51 days.
Not an in-house job. Wow.
Yeah, from listing to close, but on the market for only 4 days on the actual open market.
It's crazy how hot the luxury market's been.
Yep.
Seriously.
And it was an inside job.
it was.
Somebody dual
A double
sold-
ender?
Double ender.
I'm liking all these cool
You know
real
who?
estate
You know who
terms.
double entered?
A double ender?
Our new assemblywoman.
All right.
Haiti Kasama.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Nice job. Yep, and we had her on the show a couple of months ago, before she was even assemblywoman, right? So
Yeah,
good
that's
times.
right.
All right, so that was that. I'm done with stats. What's next? What's next on your list, Brandon?
Clubhouse.
Oh, you guys are
Oh.
doing, yeah. I just was thinking maybe we should talk about some of the apps and stuff, marketing apps, different things like that we're doing.
OM to the
But-
goshi.
But the big thing that's come out recently, well, it's been out for a while, but it's really catching fire, especially in the real estate community, is Clubhouse, right? Shelly, you don't know about it because you don't have an iPhone.
I have an
No,
iPad.
she's an iPad. She's on an
I know.
iPad.
I
Yeah.
know.
I know. I had this discussion with her. I'm like, how are you on it? After I
Call
saw her
me
on it, I'm
out.
like, wait, why are you on there?
Yes.
How are you on there?
But if you don't know, it's basically chat rooms, but it's like the old AOL days when you go into a chat room, except you're not typing, you're actually talking.
Nobody
Right?
knows
Yeah.
that sound.
And you don't have to get ready. You could be in your pajamas. You
Nope.
could.
So you can show
You
up
don't
on
even
time.
have to do your hair and makeup. Yep. You just pick up the phone and you talk on it.
Start talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you
But-
get to listen in on random people talk about random things, giving random advice about random stuff.
So it can feed your
Randomly.
ego or it can feed your voyeurism. But anyway, I've
Voyeurism. That's a big word. Oh, word of the. I'm
Nice.
going to use that in a sentence
Word of
this
the
week.
day?
I'm going to write that down.
but
Shelly, can you write that down for me? I don't have paper.
But anyway, when I first found it, I got in there and I got into some rooms that were dropping some good information, and so I got hooked early, like hours and hours and hours of listening to this stuff and notes and notes and notes. There's some rooms that are just total waste of time, but there are some that are really, really good. I know I got a notification this morning that there's one coming up that you are putting on with
Yes.
Shelly and Valerie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to do it this Monday, but apparently they needed to get ready for it, so we're doing it now on the 18th, which is MLK Day. People are going to be off. It'll be I think it's a good day for us to just chat about it.
I think it's going to be a great day, and one thing that I've
Do you have notes for us? Is that our agenda for that?
That's
for
his
that?
No,
notebook
no, you
of
get your own.
stuff from Clubhouse. Wow.
The big thing is the one thing I've noticed is, and so you guys are right by putting it off a little bit, is not to prepare, but to actually have time to market it.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than starting a room that you only have one or two people in, because people pop in, pop out, and it's hard to get that audience.
Yeah.
Like
Beta, can you advertise for us, please?
At
Thank you.
9 o'clock this morning, Satema was going.
I
live.
saw that.
But
Really?
I got the notification at like 8:45.
Were you going to flake on us?
No,
I got I got it at 8:45 too.
Yeah,
I was just running out the door.
because that's when he posted the announcement. So I would have loved to sit in on that. Right? We could have totally rescheduled the show since you weren't going to be here anyway. But the fact of the matter
right
is,
here.
it's great when you see those
good stuff to me.
notifications and you can jump on. But in reality, if you really want to build an audience, I think you have to market it a little bit.
Yeah.
So
We were thinking about possibly having a guest speaker, like a big
few.
guest speaker, but we weren't going to tell who it is until we got closer to the date. But to have some serious, why are you laughing?
Who's our guest speaker?
Oh, you don't know?
She's freaking
Also, I'm in charge of that.
you're really ruining the cliffhanger. That's probably not really going to happen.
I'm sorry.
Tune
I'm
in.
Way too.
Yeah, find out.
Yes,
by
you're
tuning in.
hilarious.
Yeah. So if you don't have Clubhouse, go get it. And if you are friends with any one of us, we can let you in because it has to be an invite only type of thing. And then on Monday the 18th at 8 a.m. because we like to get started while you're drinking your coffee. Oh, we should have done
They're
a.
they're not drinking coffee if they're off,
but
right?
you can't.
You could still
Maybe.
get up early on a day off.
Can you?
But
It's allowed.
If you want one of us to let you in, we have to be in your address book when you sign up.
Correct.
I also
Ah.
I got some invites and that I could hand out, and I wanted to hand one out to this one person.
I
but-
didn't get one from you, but it's okay.
because I only had one in the beginning,
Sure.
right? But I let you in, didn't I?
No.
Nope.
Somebody else let you in.
You want to use it wisely.
You want to use it wisely, yeah. I talk to you all the time.
How do you find out if you have invites? Teach me, Obi-Wan.
When if you had your iPad, at the top there's an envelope, it looks like a mail envelope. Click on that, and you start off with one, and then as you listen and you do things, you get more. I had 3 more. I still have 1 more.
Cool.
But there's this one person I wanted to invite, and they weren't in my address book when I signed up, and now I can't get the address book there to update, so I can't really invite them.
Undo the.
I did.
And then start again? Oh.
I did.
Can you tell Valerie how to do that? Because she deleted it and she can't figure
And
out how to
she
get
needs
back
to be on that show with us.
She's got to be on
It's tied to your
our-
phone number. All you got to do is go to log in again. It'll ask you your phone number, send you a text code, and you're in.
Oh,
So-
maybe that was the issue because we were on our phones last night.
Oh, maybe.
Or yesterday.
We were talking.
You
We
know-
were practicing last night.
The other cool thing, I was in a room with Grant Cardone was in there. There was a lot of multi-millionaires, billionaires, whatever in there, and they one
What was
guy
the
said,
topic?
how to run a $1 million business. It's
Okay.
been going for like 15, 16 days. It's one of the top ones on there. I pop in and out of there all the time. But one guy says, well, I'm going to give $1,000 if we can get this up to 3,000 people or 2,000 people or something. So they start doing it, and everyone started, I'm going to match that, I'm going to match that, I'm going to match that. They gave away 15 grand,
To who?
$1,000 to 15 different people.
What?
Randomly in the audience.
What show? What room is that? And how
How to run a $1 million business.
how to run $1 million business?
Give away $15,000.
They gave away 15 grand through that, but it was kind of cool to see these guys giving back.
Yeah.
And they gave it to one lady, and they says, well, what are you going to do with the money? And she says, well, I'm going to start an LLC for my child. And then Grant Cardone goes,
Brilliant.
no, you put
Oh.
that money into the business. I'm going to pay for the LLC. So he
What?
gave her like $2 grand.
That gives
It
me
was pretty
like
cool.
chills.
It was pretty cool.
So wow.
But there's a lot. The big thing about it is there's a lot you can learn, but I think you have to participate a little bit to get some of those connections.
Yeah.
Because it's a great way for you to connect with people that you wouldn't normally be able to have
Yeah.
access to. So
Yeah. It's a collaboration. That's really
Mm-hmm.
what I felt. But I think it's like in life too, right? You got to be able, you can't just sit here, like you say, voyeur on people. You got to be able to connect. And that's how you get all of these different, your what is it? Net worth is your network.
that's right.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
But-
We already have a name of the show, though, right? Otherwise, we would have called it that.
Yeah, buddy.
No. Your net worth is your network.
But I
Or
was
Ah, I
vice
like
versa.
that one too.
I was listening this morning, and there was 2 apps that the one lady talked about in that same group. One was invideo.io,
Oh, yeah.
and then the other one was repurpose.io.
Never
What
heard
is-
of it.
what
What's
are
that
those?
one?
I like that
Shelley,
one.
can you take notes for me,
I
please?
am.
Thanks.
Just
So repurpose.
taking a picture of his thing.
Repurpose is a way that you can actually
Here, I'll just take a picture of his.
take your Facebook Lives.
Give me your
Like
notes.
that you've done. So if you did a Facebook Live, now that video's on Facebook, right? But
Yeah.
you would really like to put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
So how do you do it?
Take the video.
So Beta taught me how to do that
Put it
because
on.
I did that last year. Beta
Yeah,
taught me how.
You
but
just
through-
take the video, right?
No,
No.
you can't download it. It's annoying as shit. You have
But-
to get like, sorry, go ahead,
But
Brandon.
through Repurpose.io, you can say, my Facebook page, this video, I want to go to YouTube, and it will automatically do it for you. It will also, and I haven't played with it a lot, but what she also said on there is that it will transcribe your video, right?
Yeah.
And if you talk and you say a lot of ums and uhs, it will take that out of your transcription, but even better, it will take it out of the video.
Oh,
Really?
Even better, like the audio in the video, but even better, it'll actually cut in the
but wait,
video
there's
to do it.
more.
Wait, that's repurpose or is it
Repurpose.
in video?
Repurpose.io.
Repurpose. Wow.
And so those 2 things, just this morning, getting
Dropping
ready,
golden nuggets
listening
today.
to that stuff, I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah.
So there's stuff that can be done there. So
And what's in
About
video?
automation.
in
What's-
video,
Betamax is it?
you lit up when I said in video. Do you use it?
No, but I have an agent who does. I also very rarely. I just started doing reels, you guys. I mean, I'm.
Did you dance?
For real? No.
She's
I'm
been on
not-
TikTok.
I watch TikTok. I have an agent who does TikTok, and she does a
Yes.
phenomenal job on that because she doesn't.
And she does a
Rasmika?
phenomenal job.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
So she
does.
doesn't actually like to speak. She feels very like scripted when she does
So she
that. And so
dances.
but she's a choreographer. Like that's what she's done her entire
Really?
life. And so I was like, TikTok's probably your way to go. And we can here's your, I'll help you put the stuff together, like what it is that you actually want to convey. And then you do the dance moves. And so she's done a couple of them that have been pretty cool. So if you get a chance, go ahead and follow Rasmika Onstead on TikTok.
And you won't be disappointed.
And you won't be disappointed. She's also beautiful, so that helps.
So it looks like in video does a lot of the same things that videos does that we use as well, creating little clips.
Oh,
Isn't that what Bobby uses?
Filmora.
Oh, something else, a Filmora.
But and
Ooh,
it also
giving away her secrets.
it also
Sorry.
allows you to convert text to videos. I don't know what that means, but it looks like
Text
that,
to videos?
Maybe it's the caption.
I'm going to check this stuff
Text
out
to
too. and
video.
I'm going to check this one out too. But anyway, those 2 things have potential to make a big impact in my business, and I just picked that up this morning by listening.
Yeah.
And I've picked up social media, CRMs, and all kinds of things, ideas to look at to really streamline.
That's
So
pretty
it's
legit.
I think people don't realize, or what I've seen is there's some agents who will have a ton of content, and actually, I was talking to them, I'm like, man, how did you get so much content? It's like one day out at the library, and they're like I mean, not literally library, one site, and there are multiple different pictures, videos, but it was literally like a couple hours being on site at maybe a new home place, but they repurposed what they did over and over again. It makes them look super visible.
Right.
Right.
do
Yeah,
you got,
just
Beta?
making a whole plan and layout of what you want to shoot, whether it's a video series for your YouTube channel, showing some homes around or finding the best restaurant. So, yeah, creating a whole plan of what you really want to shoot
Yep.
each
Okay,
week.
that was
Yeah.
not God that just came in.
Yes,
Right?
I know.
That is Betamax.
That is Beta Max.
Beda Galleta.
His last name is not Max,
No,
No.
it's Galleta.
but he is to
Yes.
the max.
Find
He's-
him on Instagram
He's
and
pretty awesome. He does a
Yeah.
lot. He does most everything social media for us. And
So it's
Video
crazy.
and-
It's crazy because Beta, like when I first met him, was super quiet, right? And then I got him drunk, and now we're really good friends. And so
did he share with you the Bitcoin secret?
he did not.
Oh.
He didn't tell me about Bitcoin, and neither did Tyson, and they're both fired.
Shame.
that's because you haven't got him drunk in a while.
I know it's been too long. It's been too long. Huh?
Took me a month just to get him to buy some.
Buy some.
Oh, Betamax.
Yeah. I think I might actually invest in stocks too.
Beta does a lot of stocks.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Stocks
owns-
scare me a little
He
bit.
owns some Tesla. That's why you need a financial advisor. Tell you. how to-
I do have a financial advisor, but I refuse to buy stocks because I've been so scared. But here's the I'm not
like
going to say it
fantasy
out loud.
football.
I'm not going to say it out loud because I feel like that's going to ruin it. Okay, so let's talk about something else.
All
Wait,
right.
so hold on. So you guys went to Beta, who is our marketing genius. So Beta, what are your favorite apps that you have out that you think are helpful for real estate agents or entrepreneurs?
A lot. Right now, I've seen a lot of people using Canva just to make quick posts, branding themselves. Videos that we've been
You
using
mentioned
as
that.
well.
You follow me. How am I doing?
I like your posts. I could tell you use Canva.
You're always late. You're driving slow. Oh, wrong follow.
No, just trying to keep all your posts uniform and make it appealing, but adding the same value that you can to your audience. And everyone wants that personal touch, especially right now. Everyone is just cooped up in their house. They want to have that personal feeling still. So making your posts and videos as appealing as it can be, but still like you're sitting in their living room. You know.
That would be a little creepy, though.
But yeah, right.
So that. I think that's my struggle is to like. So I go through these phases where I'm like, I'm going to post, and I'm going to get, I'm going to talk about what I do all day, blah, blah, blah. And then I feel like, do I really need everybody to know what's happening in my life all the time? I mean, it's exciting, but
So what would be your market? What would be your social media strategy? You see what I mean? Is it to say, hey, look how great I am, look at all the cool stuff I do, or what is your actual strategy?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't everybody want that?
Then you're doing a great job.
It's more, it's well, because I mix in the real estate stuff as well as like other things that I do in my life.
So
Don't make me give away my broker video because I'm exciting.
I think there's social media has
And humble.
come a ways through the years. I think if you
Totally.
look at it, Facebook originally it was a great way to connect with your friends and stuff like that. I'm shifting this year to really look at how do you connect more with people through social media.
Yeah.
Not just, hey, look at me, but actually build some relationships, which is really outside my comfort zone because I'd rather just sit home by myself.
But that's just in general
And
than
chill.
in life for
Yeah.
you, right? It's just a
Well, I'm more of an introvert. Like
Yeah.
I'm not the guy that's going to go out and go to a lot of networking events, but this is a way to be able to do it, push yourself outside your comfort zone, and have a purpose behind it. But that's kind of my
platform,
shift
too.
this year.
Yeah. I too have also, I mean, because you can be on like Clubhouse and even these social media platforms for hours, really being intentional about it so that you drive the engagement more so than just posting, right? Because you can post. What's Janet Carpenter's favorite thing to say? Don't post and ghost. And that's, I mean, literally, like if you're just posting but not really seeing what activities happen from the one post and doing anything from that, what are you doing really posting,
But yeah, but her philosophy is more don't be a weirdo and just look at what people are doing. Comment, share, like, things like that. I think that's what her ghosting theory is on Facebook.
So for mine, it's don't post if you're not going to like pay attention to what you've posted because people are going to comment
Yeah,
within that
I agree.
time.
Don't ask for engagement if you're not going to monitor the
Yeah,
post.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Also
Good
get
times.
a better grasp of who your audience is because your Facebook followers could be different from your Instagram followers. to your
Yeah.
LinkedIn followers. So just
Well, my
being aware.
LinkedIn followers for sure are different than my Facebook and so Facebook is closed off because that's where my family is. That's where I put a lot of like my stuff for my kids and my clients are on there, right? And I don't want like the random public to see things about my children. And so
Right.
Instagram, I focused on business and life and things like that. Less children, more of the other stuff. And LinkedIn is business, right?
Do you spend much time on LinkedIn? Or do
So not a ton, like
I
not
should.
enough to engage. And the thing with LinkedIn is you have to accept people. So you have to be on there and actually find
Yeah.
who you want to engage with. And then
That's weird. That's like every other social media platform.
no, I know, but it's not, I don't,
Just at a very
well, see with
professional
Instagram,
level. Yeah.
you
just
can
follow
follow
More
somebody, but
business.
they have to follow you back. You can't, it's not automatic, is it?
No,
No.
you can follow somebody,
Yeah.
no problem, unless they're private
Right.
and they have to
Yeah.
accept you. And then, yes, people can subscribe to you or follow you without you having to go through and accept all those people. So,
Right. And so if that happens, then that's when your engagement with, what you're doing, people see, right? But with LinkedIn, it has to be like you have to ask
you need to connect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Same.
But here's the thing. I mean, I have thousands of people I've connected with on LinkedIn, and I really haven't done much with it. But everything I'm hearing in Clubhouse from the LinkedIn experts, I mean, it's a tremendous platform to get engagement. There's two that they talk about
Yeah.
that is the best way to get engagement with people. One is TikTok, and number two is LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is because your comments can actually go viral. Not just your post, your comments.
Right.
Right? And TikTok has the ability to go viral because so many people can see it, and it's easy to subscribe to people's videos and stuff like that. So it kind of has a mind of its own.
You always talk about referral based and trying to grow that from like an outside coming in. I think LinkedIn is definitely one great platform for you to do that just through the business side of it. And I think they also have the new like videos. You can do videos now and links and everything, which you couldn't do before. So for me, it's one of those things where like I got to master my craft in one thing and then go to the next. Otherwise, it's kind of like you're just, what are you really? For me, that's my thing. But I do agree that like I have LinkedIn, I have Twitter, and so occasionally I post on there. I just haven't been really intentional about it yet.
And LinkedIn, you can actually do lives now. Not
you?
everybody. You actually
Yeah.
have to make an application to be accepted to do it, but they're moving down that process. You'd have to use, I believe you have to use a third party like Restream to put it in. You can't just do it straight into it, but it's possible. But there is an application online that you'd have to fill out and get accepted first.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I'll have to jump on a Clubhouse and check out some more info on LinkedIn.
I don't get all my information from Clubhouse, but
But we talk about this a lot too. I think it would be valuable to have like this type of a think tank around marketing just in general, because there's so many nuggets from so many different people that you can pull and push, right, on giving the information, getting the information, very similar to what your value is you're getting from Clubhouse today. So I love it.
who's calling you?
I don't potential spam. I
Why
love
do you
what
guys
Let's
think
get 'em on air.
Clubhouse is more catered to entrepreneurs?
is that what that's what the
I think
genre
that's
is?
what I've noticed.
I think
with-
certain groups are. I think there's a lot of there's
I
going to be a
think
lot more that opens up, and it won't be so much when it's more open to the public. It's not by invite type thing.
Yeah.
And
Maybe androids at some point
when they
will be
put it
invited.
on when they put it on Android, all the
Oh
no, when they put it on Android, that'll open it up to a whole nother audience as well. So, but
that's funny.
is it?
Brandon throwing down some
Oh,
profiling.
you guys.
Hey, you're the one with an Android.
I know.
Just knowing our demographics.
That's funny.
Most entrepreneurs have iPhones. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and anybody
Better
watching,
apps.
apparently, anybody
apps,
watching
that's
our
why.
stuff.
Better
Yeah,
apps.
better
Better
apps.
apps.
Automation.
It's just to me, I don't have anything against Android, although I'd never use one. No, no, it's the platform of working from the Mac to the phone to
Yeah,
the
but I
iPad,
don't-
and it all syncs together and works. It's just the user platform for me.
But
So I
have
bought a
that.
Mac.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not using
Welcome
it.
to
I
the
see,
whoa.
I'm
Why
like-
not?
Because I'm scared to. I don't know because it's different.
I know why.
Like the way that you click on it, the way that you, it's different. And I'm older.
2 weeks, you'll never turn that one on again.
Don't believe him. Don't believe the hype.
100%.
Don't believe the hype.
When I have to go to
believe
a
that.
PC and do anything, because we still have a couple PCs in some of our conference rooms, And they're like, how do you put the printer on here? How do you do this? I'm like, oh, shoot. And I really have to think now, where that used to be natural. Now everything is programmed this way.
It's not that automated on Apple. You still have to say, you can't just say, hey, Siri, can you link me to the computer or link me to
Pretty
the...
much.
No.
Oh, no, she was just kidding, Siri. Calm down. Just kidding.
Okay.
That's
What's
that.
Back to our show.
Back
Oh my
to our
goodness.
show. Yeah. So Clubhouse, great thing to.
When is your show? Again.
What show? We're on it.
Your Clubhouse
my-
show.
Our what is it
Monday
called? It's
the
real estate
18th.
branding
Like
to
and subscribe.
production.
It's called
Yes.
Real Estate Branding to Production,
Right.
right? And how to take your real estate brand and actually turn that into money.
Yes.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. And this was actually something that you had years ago said, like, hey, you should teach something about branding, because
branding.
I've done a great job at branding for the most part, except, my posts are all over the place now, but prior to.
I remember before we got deep into our friendship and partnership, you used to be the chick on the billboards all over Vegas.
I
Man.
was, yeah.
I remember Cindy used to say that too, like, Vandana, she's on the billboards. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
kind of a big
For
deal.
real estate.
Yes, for real estate. Calm down, everybody. Yes, for real estate.
They're
That's
like, I
what
don't
was
remember those billboards.
Yes.
Funny.
I used to be on the billboards. I actually got a email from someone saying, "Hey, do you want to do billboards again? I'll give you a deal." Blah blah. I guess they're hurting for money right now too with the billboard stuff. So I've been considering it, but really, why?
Put them in touch with me, please.
Okay,
I want to be on the billboards.
Do you want to do it together?
Would do a lot for my image. No,
So that's a no. Okay.
I would love to.
All right. I'll put
What
you in touch
What
with
would you
them.
do for the business, the company, or
For the company. So yeah, there's.
Yeah, I'll put
there's-
you in touch with them.
I'll just tell you. I think I was talking to you about this last week. It was about kind of stages. When you open a real estate company, your first stage
Yeah.
is to market to the real estate agents, right? And once you get the buy-in of the real estate community, the next step is to actually go market to the public more, to help build your brand bigger with the public, so that you help your agents even grow bigger, and that your brand becomes more valuable. So we're kind of in that stage where I really want to start focusing on going out more to the public on real estate services to help make our brand stronger for our agents.
Nice.
Nice.
That, in essence, we could start with billboards,
Billboards.
or it
Yeah.
might be part of the plan
Yeah.
for the right price.
So you have to consider. It's so weird because there's two options with billboards.
Stop touching it.
I didn't.
And it won't
I know.
go up.
It happens to me all the time. I touch it and it goes up. I can't help it. Okay, so I have Beta.
Betamax. You know
Help-
what? It's
help
the,
assist-
oh,
oh,
the
is that what
rubber
it is?
bands. That does that?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Brandon, I don't know what you just did. Okay,
Okay, don't
I'm
touch
gonna
it.
hold it. You wanna help it? Help it.
Such an awkward moment right now.
Now don't touch it again.
Okay, so what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, digital billboards versus stationary billboards. There's a big difference. There's a difference in price. There's a difference in the engagement.
Frequency.
And frequency, how often people are seeing. That's the ones that are stable, like, the paper ones or whatever that you put up. I'm sure it's not paper. I'm sure it's, weatherproof material, but
Awesome.
those cost more, right? You can't have as much.
It depends on the placement and the size of the billboard.
For the most part, but they do cost more because you don't have as much visibility across the city. So when I did billboards, it was weird because not weird, it was awesome, but it was 15 of them, and my digital billboards rotated through all 15, so it looked like I had 15 billboards. It was like, but I got it for one price. It was the coolest shit ever. So that's what I'm going to say. Can we talk about real estate for a minute here in Las Vegas?
Yes.
Because I just looked at an article that we here in Las Vegas on Wednesday agreed to sell 5.5 acres of vacant land for $1
Saw that.
to an affordable housing developer with plans to construct 144 units as the city faces a major shortage of such dwellings.
Where at?
I
North
didn't
Decatur.
get that far in the
It
article.
was North Decatur and so we're somewhere in North Decatur.
I think it's still pretty cool though, wherever it is. 144
think-
units. We do have a shortage, no doubt,
Yeah.
of rental properties, of homes. I mean, we're looking at a shortage of inventory right now. So I think that's going to help. I don't know when it's going to be ready.
So, but it's going to be price or rent controlled?
It's going to be for
Possibly.
it's going to be for families who are 40 to 60%
I have to
below
apparently
the median
subscribe.
income. So it's going to be
So they'll keep the price down. That's
Yeah.
why they're getting the land at $1 is because
Yeah.
they're giving up they're giving that up on the other side.
correct.
What is it? Wonder World is what it's called?
Yes, that's who sold it.
So Wonder World is the name of the
Wonder World was they're the ones that do the big gift shops. They had like one of the largest gift shops here in
Oh,
Las
shut
Vegas.
up.
Sahara and Las Vegas
Yeah,
Boulevard.
but
Yeah,
they
right where
so
you used
they
to live.
gave the.
By the way, Valerie sent you a card to your old address.
I got it.
Oh, okay. She was
but
worried.
she
She
didn't
sent one
say
here, too.
anything.
Oh, she did.
She sent me 2.
That's awesome, just in case. So yeah, that's so those are those people.
Thank
those
you,
people.
Valerie. Shelly, thank you. You sent me a card too.
I did.
And Vandana, you sent me a
did
card
you
too,
gu-
didn't
you didn't
No, I didn't.
You sent me a card for something else not too long ago.
I did
think it
to
even
say
had-
thank you for being an amazing
You.
friend and celebrating
Yeah.
me on my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got that too.
But I
What'd you
ju-
think of my card?
The toilet paper roll?
I felt like there was going to be more toilet paper.
No, I thought it
Yeah,
was. I
I
thought it
thought
was
we-
cute. I
yeah.
love you and your family. It was a
Aw.
great card. And it
That's
put
what
a
I meant to
smile on my
say.
face.
With what he said, that's exactly what I
Well,
meant
she
to
wrote
say.
it down. That's what she wanted. Me. No,
Great,
but-
great
the
to
note.
stick in the agenda.
But seriously, it's like just you send Christmas cards out to a lot of people, I'm sure, but just receiving that in the mail it's special.
It's one of my favorite things actually to get. Honestly, to get people's Christmas cards. I don't know why. I have this little angel, and it's
Why has
called,
it got to
like,
be a
my-
Christmas card? Can I
or
send you
holiday
a
card.
New Year card?
It is also. I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
by the end of the month
Just to get a card, yeah. When you check
when I
your
get it,
mail,
when I
yes.
get my shit together.
But I think you forget about stuff like that, right? Small little things like that,
Yeah.
just like writing a thank you card.
Yeah.
So
Goes a long way. But anyway, back
does.
to real estate.
Back to real estate.
Eddie's World, Money World, whatever.
money,
World-
Wonder World,
Wonder World.
Wonder World.
I forgot what it was too. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool to talk about. And then we should, before we, I mean, it's almost time, Shelley. So I think we
Yes.
should talk about mortgages. And then
Okay.
I actually looked at an article that says, should you refinance to a 15-year mortgage in 2021? I know you're not ready for that.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What did it say? Did it say yes or no?
I didn't get that far.
I didn't either.
We thought you'd have
You
the
know,
answer.
back in the day, there used to be such a big spread between a 15-year rate and a 30-year rate, and you just don't see that today. It's maybe like a half a point difference.
Well, so people are saying that.
be a
So
prime
as
time.
I'm reading the article
Could be what?
right now,
She's
Yeah.
going to tell you.
Okay,
Hold on.
cool.
She's gonna say.
it's saying that you don't want to head into retirement with a mortgage, right? Like you should, like why do you want to do that? And so therefore you should get a 15-year.
To pay
And
off.
there's people that have been, like there's comments from all sorts of people, and it says strategy is definitely something for borrowers to consider if they're able to make the higher monthly payments and meet the qualifications for a shorter term loan. Because again, why do you want to go into retirement? I'm paying off mine in less than 15 years.
So I'm
I'm paying mine on 10.
I have
Seven.
I refied to a 30, and the reason I did that is because it saved me like $900. I took that $900 and I invested it into a portfolio, and that $900 is growing more than my 2.75 or 2.25 interest rate that I have on my 30-year mortgage. So that I'm hoping I'm going to live for another 30 years, that it will be paid off. But that was my investment strategy. So
Yeah.
I do think that there's definitely a strategy around doing a 15-year term.
And let me also caveat this, by the way. We are not financial planners,
100%.
nor do we like to play one on this podcast.
Sometimes I do.
So,
But Vandana has one.
but I do have one. And so I considered, for me, the comfort level for me to not have a mortgage was far outweighed, right, taking the extra money and putting it somewhere else. Because that was the strategy. What you said was the strategy that my financial planner said. And I was like, look, I'm looking at my repayment plan, and I could be paid off by 2025. And that's 5 more years. I would rather double my payments, pay that off in 2 years, and then after that, go balls to the wall with everything else.
That's one way to look at it, but I like your philosophy better. You're going to get your money working for you now, right? Instead of sitting
Yeah.
there, because your
I
money.
agree.
My money is
doesn't-
paying my mortgage
Your money
right now.
doesn't make you money sitting.
Is
in
it
the bank.
though?
It is, yeah. Because I mean,
Now she's getting a free house in 30 years.
exactly. I mean, that's how I look at it, right?
Yeah.
Because the amount that I saved, because remember, I was the last person to refinance. Well, maybe not, because hopefully you guys all look to refinance soon, because rates are still low. But
there's her plug. Moving on.
yeah, it took me a minute to get to that point, but that is the strategy, right? As you look at my investments, I'm earning an average 8%. So I mean, that's ultimately it. That money is paying my mortgage today.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't
That's
get my
simple.
kitchen remodeled, I would have had my mortgage paid off.
Dang.
I know.
But then what?
It's a nice kitchen.
I know. It's worth
Thank
it, right?
you, Beta
Beta?
Max. Say you back. All right, so let's talk about.
Totally
You want to
worth
talk
it.
about ROTS
We
today?
did it already.
Rates? That's it. You just want to ask
kidding.
about a 15-year
No,
mortgage?
go.
Do
your thing, Shelley. Do your thing.
Crackers! I literally had my spiel and it's gone.
Maybe it's in Brandon's notes.
Rates
Check his agenda.
actually. How did that even happen? Okay, so rates are still low. Actually, we saw a dip in applications because through the holidays, right? So last week there was a report that the purchase applications were down. Interest rates dipped below the 2.8, so we were at 2.75. Actually, I had a buyer that locked in at 2.5 because she had low equity and she put a lot of money down in a super high FICO on a 30-year fixed. But it talked a little bit about like ARMs. I actually had some people who were actually asking me about doing an ARM on a jumbo loan, and their strategy was because their goal was to have it pretty much paid off in that time frame, which I was like, damn.
That's what I think about ARMs right there.
Yeah, right. You didn't like it almost as much as your 15-year mortgage, but
Oh, boy.
but
She's allergic to Blanchard, and he was there earlier.
we didn't spray it down. I
starting to
told you
catch
she was
up.
going to want to get sprayed
Told
down.
ya.
But projection for the year is that rates are going to remain low, like in the 3s. And so what that does as far as getting people out there, we talk about the affordability factor and all that fun stuff. You're not paying any attention to me, Vandana.
I'm sorry.
She's trying to figure out the next topic.
What
I'm looking at something, but
Are you reading
I'm
something on it?
100% paying attention to you. Rates are going to be in the low 3s.
Yes.
And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I heard that.
I do want to throw out this success because it did happen with one of your agents on your team.
Let's talk about
Can we
that.
talk about that?
Hell yeah, go Stefan.
So
Talk about a lot of my agents.
Yeah, this is a Vandana Bhalla group show. So we did actually get our first single unit FHA single unit approval for a condominium, and it's a big deal for me because a lot of lenders
It's a big deal for a lot of people.
yeah, they wouldn't have taken the time to
Yes.
have gone through that. So I'm proud of my team for really putting it together, getting it done, and having the tenacity to just keep going because the HOA company
Also during the holidays.
also during the holidays, and also the agents, truly. Like, I literally had the listing agent, I had the seller call me, I had the buyer's agent call me because they wanted to give up. They were giving us a day of the end of, literally December 31st, love Stefan, but he's like, I can't keep my buyer on hold for this long. And at 4 or 3:50, FHA sends the approval over to
Hell
us. And I'm like,
yes.
oh my goodness. So we were able to get that wrapped up for the end of the year, and we're closing them actually today. So pretty
That's
exciting.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's good times.
Yeah. So from affordability standpoint, if condominiums is your thing, know that my team and Prosperity and Lending, we were able to get an FHA single unit approved.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So no more are the days of, is it approved? All right, we can't move that. We can't move that needle. Like, let's just move on to another home.
Certainly give it a shot. I mean,
Yeah.
and truly, like, that was Stefan's.
How long does that take?
that took us 45 days.
Okay.
I think, yeah, about 45 days. The buyer was approved. She was waiting 3 weeks basically for this process.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You have to have the patience. You have to be able to get through it.
Shelley and her team are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Aw, thank
And
you.
so is the Balla group.
Yeah, they
Yes. Brandon Roberts.
are. Can you
So
put a
with
little-
that,
Okay. Is that it? Are we done? Are we wrapping this up? All right, you guys, it's about that time. Did we do our intro? Should I do that now?
I did it, and it was spot on.
We got
You weren't
two-
listening?
I was listening,
It
but I
was
didn't.
actually really good.
All I heard you guys do was talk about me.
I think I'm going to be in charge of the intro from here on out.
Wait, we got 2 minutes. Can we talk about your New Year's goals? Did you guys set New Year's resolutions? Or
yeah,
you
I
wanna
was
talk
going
about
to
that
do
next week?
75 somewhat hard.
Feels like Groundhog Day up in here. She's
And
like,
I
I'm going to
decided-
do it today. I'm going to do it today. Text
It will be 75 days through the year.
At 75 days throughout this year.
360
and it might be like a half a day
So look,
here and a 3 hours.
I think that the deal with 75 hard, and kudos to you for doing it. But the thing with 75 hard,
You're on it again, aren't you?
because of this woman.
no, you were doing it. I was like,
Full 30.
I think I could do it with you ish, and I said that to you exactly in those ways.
Yes.
And so
Kinda like
there
we
was no
start at 9.
surprise.
Ish.
No, but we really do start at 9. I just had to do my hair and makeup today and put on boots because I'm videotaping a program.
Are you
video.
doing boot? Are you? They showing your legs?
This is me. I don't
Oh.
know, but he will now because I
Okay.
put on boots and I shave my legs. So,
You washed your hair, everything.
awkward.
so what was I saying?
You got a minute. What's your New Year's resolution?
Oh,
75 hard.
No, I'm not doing it. But I told you I wasn't going to do it. I told you I was
multiple
going to.
times.
I told you I was going to half-ass it, and so that's exactly what I'm doing. Now I am reading, right, the 10 pages. I am doing a walk outside, which is 1. 2 workouts, 45 minutes each at separate times is ridiculous. 2 workouts at the same time of 45 minutes, which is an hour and a half. That's doable. It's weird, but you have to work
It's not
out.
supposed to be convenient for you.
That's okay. Thank you.
That's-
That's why
it's a
it's not
mental-
called
it's a mental-
freaking
it's
75
more
Listen,
easy.
when you finish it, you can talk to me about that shit, okay? Until then, you shush.
He made it more than 8 days.
No,
Day and
day
a
2.
No. I also got a concussion, let me just tell you, because I finally did.
Because she freaking walked 45 minutes.
I almost fainted.
Fell over when she got back home.
So, yeah, it's not. But I'm doing, the only thing I'm not doing is the no alcohol thing, because that's just ridiculous.
So your New Year's resolution
God.
is to read a book and to
Wait.
walk.
Do you think it's appropriate for me to share that meme that I sent you?
You're such a meme woman.
But do you think it's appropriate? Do you remember which one I'm
sure.
talking
Yes,
about? You don't, do you?
Yes, about the chicken.
About the about the
And
cow.
what is yours, Brandon?
About the cow.
I don't I've really laid out some business goals, different things like that. I've shared some of them today, even just. I don't really set like a New Year's resolution, so to speak. I plan every year.
Yeah.
So,
Same. All right.
Clearly, I don't have a resolution.
and yours?
I only somewhat have a
Mine
resolution.
is yeah, same. I have those goals. I would say my top goal is really to be intentional this year. What's up? It's to be
We have
intentional
a
this
full-on
year.
audience
I
here.
know. I'm
You guys
loving
know
it.
you can watch it online, right? Facebook.com/real
You are
estate
watching us. Oh,
nice.
he's saying wrap it up.
Nice time. No, he doesn't want us to. He loves listening to us.
Yeah.
Continue,
I love
Shelley.
listening. That's
Tell
it.
us what was it?
So I am going to finish 75 hours. Actually, I do Whole30 every the beginning of the year because it's a good reset for my body. So I'm doing that in conjunction with a 75 hard. But my word of the year is intentional. Is to be intentional in everything that I do and to say no to freaking more people.
What does that mean?
That
I don't know, because
you
I didn't
what
say
that means.
no.
You practiced that last year.
I did. I
Yeah.
said no a lot.
Yeah, say no so I can say yes to more.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
On that.
All
Wrap
right.
it up.
Wrap it up. All right, you guys, if you're watching us, you're doing so on Facebook.com/realestatex or YouTube. And you can always listen to us, not live, but almost live, like we're live.
Live.
In your bedroom or your kitchen
On
or
all
your
Beta, is
on
this live?
everywhere. On everything podcast everything, right?
Yeah.
Everything everywhere that podcasts are
Hurry, the
podcasted.
Time's running out.
Bye.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, my screen just went out. Have an amazing week. We'll see you next week. What time?